everybody, welcome back. This is my great room tour. This will be the last single room tour. I'm going to do a full walkthrough set to music so you can just sit back, relax, and kind of see the flow of everything in the house. So we're starting over here. When you first get to the top of the stairs, I have a very old desk. I mean, just look at that. That is not a fake finish. That's actually the old paint, just really chipped off, and all I did is seal it so that it doesn't further chip, because I wanted to save that kind of like alligator looking skin of the paint. So under here I have an apothecary cabinet. I just stuck a couple little flowers in there. I love old little mini chairs. I think they're adorable. I do have them all over my room. I never showed that actually, but that will be in the highlights. You'll see. Come back and see the tour all through the home. Now here I have some more of my demijohns. Or do I have one in my kitchen right now that my daughter had brought back for me from France. From France, yes. What am I saying? And these have just been collected through, you know, antique shops, thrifting, stuff like that. I love these. I love the texture. I just think the workmanship is amazing. Here, I had this old butter churn on top of my cabinets in my kitchen, but I feel like it wasn't, you couldn't really see it. So I brought it up here just so that I can enjoy it more. And over here is just a Firkin bucket that is loaded with my magazines. Very, very old magazines from the last like 15 years, basically. And if we walk over here, I have another stack of buckets and Firkins. A beautiful wood clock that does not work, but I just think it's so pretty. More of my artwork that I love. And this old bookcase. So I did start kind of painting this and decided I didn't want to paint it. So now I have to strip it. One of these years I'll get to that. Here on my first shelf, I have some old little Bibles and books, and some wooden pumpkins, and some vintage amber glass lanterns that I think are so cool. I've never seen them before. I'm the only person I know that has them. I kind of like that. And this is kind of a cool perspective canvas with the lights on it. I really like that. Debbie, thanks for telling me about the pumpkins at Aldi. I ran out and got one, as you can see. They're just as nice as the one from Michael's, and they were like $6 or $6 or $7, I can't remember. I kept this bookshelf set up sort of the same, but just swapped out what would be summer and Easter eggs, let's say. I put some leaves and some pumpkins. So you don't have to like go crazy and take apart your whole house to decorate for the holidays or the seasons. You can keep what's in place and just kind of swap out little things here and there. Another little vintage chair. Love my mini chairs. And of course the ugly TV. And above it, I have a hanging ladder. This is an antique ladder, antique wooden ladder. I have some old baskets and just added some pumpkins for the season. And then if we come on down here, there's me in the reflection. Oh, there I am again. Here's my shirt, high on stress. That's me. So over here is a little cozy part of my living room here. Just a good place to sit and have a conversation or read a book or a magazine. I don't really have time to read books, but I try. Another old oil painting that I picked up off of Facebook Marketplace. $25. This is a huge painting. It's like 30 by 36. And I love it. It might be one of my favorite paintings of all. And then just some pictures of me, my kids, and my husband. Love that. Have that on top of these two pieces of furniture that I have married together. I still haven't gotten to repaint this bottom half. I kind of made it distressed, but I'm not really satisfied with it, but another project that I'll get to. And these are some beautiful needlepoint florals. I love those. So this year I decided that not only will I decorate my my mantle, maybe I am mental, but I wanted to decorate the top here. I mean, if there's a nook or a space that I can decorate, I definitely will try. So this is what I did, you know, just took some stuff. I shopped my house. I didn't need to go shopping. I have plenty to decorate with. So with the other demijohns that you saw first, I decided to make it a theme. So I spread my demijohns around this room, and I think it came out nice. I mean, these are all the things that I love. I love baskets, I love the demijohns, I love wooden shutters. I love that wagon wheel. It is not vintage, but I forget where I got that even. Oh, I can't think. And my copper, you get the gist. This is me in a nutshell right here, this top piece. And I decided to decorate over the windows. I usually don't, but I did. I kept it kind of neutral because there is a lot going on. And here I just have a vintage reproduction, not vintage, sorry, it's a reproduction primitive style lamp. Of course, a vintage floral painting, an old horseshoe, a new pumpkin, and some gourds. And I really love these. I got these many years ago. I can't remember when, or where, but I just love these. This is actually fabric, and it was just kind of decoupaged on. And another gourd. And we'll come back out. I kept the hearth pretty simple. Just a couple pumpkins in a vintage brass wood holder. And I did get this fireplace tool set off Facebook Marketplace, guys. I think I paid $10. There's my feet. Oh, I cracked myself up. At least I cracked myself up. Anyway, over here in the secretary, that houses just a lot of stuff, but I have some real candles in the lanterns that you've seen probably, if you've been following me, you've seen these lanterns all over my house, and now they have landed here. And that is a big copper bucket that I picked up at Brimfield a couple years ago. That's filled with like fireplace necessities. And in here, some vintage, you know, wall decor and artwork, and I love this. So pretty. Some transferware. Kind of the same thing on the other side. And then in here, some more artwork, transferware. This is not a vintage clock. This is probably bought at Hobby Lobby a couple years ago. A vintage oil lamp. I love that floral. Isn't that pretty? It's tiny and beautiful. I love it. This was another, this whole unit was a Facebook Marketplace find. And I might be wrong, but I think I paid $25. Look at the condition it's in. It's amazing. It's a very country, but I definitely like my country vibe. So let's swing it around nice and slow. Or just on my coffee table. I have this simple centerpiece. This is a wreath from Hobby Lobby this year. I also have the garland that I showed you in my previous video. I'll link that video after this video's over. That garland is on my mantle downstairs. Sorry, words are not flowing today. So, very simple. I seem to like this right here. This is an old medicine cabinet that I had that I just painted and put wood in. I did that many years ago. So I left that there. My couch. Usually there's a dog sitting on that couch, but I kicked him out just for the video. This is a cabinet that I literally probably just picked up maybe 2 months ago. I love it. It's super primitive. Very, very knocked around, and I think this is about to scrape off, but I don't know what I'm gonna do, if I'm gonna actually keep it this color or I'm gonna paint it. Put it in the comments, guys. Do you think I should keep this color or should I paint it? And if so, what color would you recommend painting this? I was thinking like a mustard yellow. I don't know. I can't make up my mind, so I haven't done anything. But I like how I decorated it, at least. So I have a nice wooden bowl with some raffia and a beautiful pumpkin, a little garland that I have little twinkle lights on, and some rusty jack-o'-lanterns, some grubby candles. This basket I had on my coffee table. This is a reproduction lamp. You can get them on Amazon. They're pretty, I mean, for reproduction it's pretty pricey, but I love it, especially this time of year. I switch out my lamps along with my decor. A little wreath with some twinkle lights on it. And this, okay, so this jar, it's a stoneware, and it's super, or pottery. It's super, super old and beautiful. Apparently it's from Romania. I went to like a liquidation sale and they had tons of these pieces, all different though. And I picked this one up and I love it. And that little jack-o'-lantern, whatever you want to call it, little girl, I just think she's so cute. Even though I'm not a fan of like jack-o'-lanterns, they freak me out, like these right here. But they're vintage and they're pretty cool. So I picked them up a couple years ago. A little basket of pumpkins and stuff, and a little bit more of these jack-o'-lanterns in a tiny basket, and a reproduction lamp back there. So now we'll take a quick peek. Oh, this, by the way, is from Kirkland's many years ago. It just fits perfectly up here. And I struggled this year with what to put over this railing. And so I just decided that this embroidered doily would be suitable. I can't wait to have fires in the fireplace. I'm so looking forward to some cooler weather. We did have cool weather here in New Jersey, and now we're in a humid, gross spell. So where the blankets were right here. But now, that's my dog. Now I have this my copper collection in here. I forgot to put batteries in this, but so we have. Now, if you've been following me, you know that copper is like my main collection. So I decided to put it all together. And with florals, because that's another passion of mine, is flowers. I love flowers. I used to do flower arranging many years ago. I don't do it anymore though. Well, only in my house. That old checkerboard, so cool, or chessboard. And this little light up primitive house I love. There you have it. I wanted to quickly talk about this. This is a, what do you want to call them? You could put a candle inside that. It's actually made in Lithuania. Now, I am mostly Lithuanian, so I saw these and I thought they were so adorable. They're pretty expensive. It's from an actual, oh, I can't remember the person's name, but so cool. I bought it off of eBay. I mean, just look at that. I'm a huge fan of this. I want to get more, but like I said, they're pretty pricey. But isn't that adorable? It's hand painted. I can't remember the guy's name who painted it, but he's pretty famous for them. So I just thought those were so cool. So guys, thanks for tuning in. And please, if you haven't seen my previous videos, I'm gonna link them after this video ends. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, like, hype my video. I really am trying to get to 5,000 and I'm almost there. So I really appreciate your support, and everybody who's new, thank you, welcome, and I'll see you again.